Our intro.
Bump, 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 bump. Wah, 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 wah. I was gonna play it anyway, but
Oh, no, now we don't need to. What's up, guys?
I'm Jordan.
And I'm Ben, and welcome to another episode of
The Good Dude, Good Dad podcast, special hunting edition.
Yeah, we're literally sitting out, if you can't tell, in the middle of the mountains, north of Paso Robles.
We are.
And we're on our second archery hunt of the year already. And man, has it been insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. After our first hunt, even after just getting a bow, I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. Like when you're standing inside of a range, you know, with air condition, no wind, 20 yards. I was like, oh, dude, this is easy. All these archery guys try to claim how hard this is. I'm like, bro, I can put a bullet in a bullseye 500 yards away with a rifle. You guys are dumb. And we went on our first hunt, and, you know, we've talked about it, and I was like, oh, shoot, okay.
This is actually tough.
Much more respect. Practice, I thought I made those adjustments, which I did. I made a lot of adjustments from our first hunt to this hunt.
100%.
And now I am learning even more, and I'm realizing how much harder this is even from our first hunt.
You can say pigs are a whole different animal.
Dude, yeah. So we're hunting wild boar right now, and dude, those things are freaking fast.
Yes.
They're agile.
100%.
They're big.
Dude, they run up. So, like, most animals will take the easiest route up, a hill or hillside or a mountain. They literally just go straight up.
Yeah,
and
it's nuts.
Like being, you know, like 150 to 300 pounds and going straight up a mountain. Not only that, they can cut back and forth incredibly fast.
Yeah, we learned that this morning.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. We were semi-spot and stalking, but then it turned into like a full-out chase these dang things down and try to get them to go where you want them. And dude, we learned those things were freaking hauling.
We got smoked.
We got smoked. Yeah, they're flying. They're fast. They're agile. They're smart. They're intelligent. I think another thing too that I never really realized, because unless you've been around like wild boar, like you think pig, you think of the freaking little pigs at the zoos, right? Or at the fairgrounds.
Right.
These things, man, they're not to mention, like Jordan said, they're anywhere from 150 to 300 pounds, whatever they are, and they're so low to the ground.
Right.
But the way they can just maneuver is insane.
Yeah.
And they're tough as nails.
Yeah, we've failed a lot. I mean, I failed right off the bat because I forgot my hunting license and my pig tag in the car. And so
home.
I got to be a passenger princess for the first half of the first day. Luckily, I could get back into town and go get my license reprinted and buy a new tag. But we've missed shots. We've...
Went the wrong way.
We've
miscommunicated with our guide. Dude, we've done a lot of things.
No, but it's kind of fun because I mean it's failing. I mean we've talked about it many times, but like once you've embraced failure as like part of the process, it almost becomes fun.
Yeah,
well, you know, you can have fun through it.
And it's only failure if you let it control you and you don't grow or learn. Like. I'm taking these like failure lessons as lessons, right? Like I already know the first thing I'm doing to my bow when we get back is I got to put a minimum 3-pin. I'm rocking a single pin right now. And for anyone that knows anything about archery, like a single pin when you're trying to freaking hunt animals that don't stop moving, it's so hard. I added a whole nother level of stress to my ability to shoot.
I'm going to pack a jacket from now on, a windbreaker, because even though it gets like almost 100 degrees during the day, in the morning when you start your hunt, it's like 40 degrees and we don't grow around. Yeah, and we haven't grown up anywhere that's cold. And riding in a side-by-side with just a sweatshirt on a t-shirt sucks.
And then you have to get out and try to take a shot when you're freaking...
You can barely hold on to anything because your hands are frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so many... Like, I literally have a list of things I need to purchase when I get home. Sorry, Caitlin. For the next hunt, because I'm figuring out all these little things that I'm like, we were supposed to have power where we were, and like one night we didn't have power, so we didn't have coffee the next morning. I need a little, one little
jet boiler.
Yeah, a little jet boiler or something, so that we have a backup just in case we don't have power. stuff like that. So
Yeah, it's just a bunch of learning lessons. We're on our lunch break right now, and this is the last day of the hunt, so we got the evening hunt portion coming up, and I'm the only one that has to fill a tag, so I'm anticipating. I'm hoping I get one. I've had 2 shots so far, and I missed both, and it is what it is. It's again, it's a learning lesson. The first shot I took, the pigs were coming down a trail, uh, and they wouldn't just sit. They wouldn't sit still. So I thought I led them at a good portion. I obviously didn't. And then my second shot, our guide, who has been so awesome,
shout out to Corey.
highly recommend this place.
Corey
But
is awesome.
my second shot, I thought I heard him say, "Shoot before the road," and he was saying, "Wait till he comes onto the road."
Yeah.
And so I got a little trigger happy and just, again, instead of a non-moving target, a stationary target, I shot at 2 moving targets, missed both. But again, they're lessons. I've had a freaking blast doing this.
Yeah. We have one afternoon left, or one evening hunt left. This morning I used a rifle and ended up shooting. We were waiting. This beautiful canyon, pig was coming up, and we were hoping it was going to come along this one trail. If it did, I had a 30-yard shot broadside, which would have been awesome. And I was prepped and ready for it, and then the pig just had a mind of its own and decided to go straight up the mountain. And it was a good-sized boar. Our guide looked at me and goes, "Do you want to do rifle?" And like a million thoughts went through my mind all at once. Hey, we still have 2 tags to fill. We want to try to get out of here today so we can get back to our wives and be respectful of their time. All this different stuff. I want to fill a freezer because we actually do eat this isn't just this is fun for us, but like we're actually doing this because we want to procure food for our family also. We paid the money. I'm like, yeah, I'll just do it. So got to drop a pig that way. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this evening hunt. I think we got a couple really cool spots planned. I think Ben's going to fill his tag. And yeah.
Oh man, hopefully. Yeah, dude. We're kind of just wanting to come out here and share our experiences because again, like we're trying to, not only just hear ourselves talk or have cool guests and all that crap, but it's genuinely about sharing stories. And this is a story. It's not about the hunt, or just like one of the episodes we did. It wasn't about the fast. It's just about getting out and doing hard things. This is not an easy thing.
Or being willing, like by no means are we even remotely old, but being willing to pick up new things when you're not super young. Like you're 30, what, 6?
6.
I'm 32, and we're just, you've rifle hunted before, but that was my first time, other than coyotes, squirrels, and rabbits. Like that was my first time shooting anything. So picking up something later on in life and being willing to like fail through it and learn, and then just keep adding those new skills. We're not just all talk about when we say, hey, you should try new things and be open to failure and broaden your horizons. We're out there actually doing it.
Yeah, and you hear it a bunch, but people always say, well, not always, but certain people say, it's get uncomfortable being uncomfortable. And when you're starting something new and you're doing something like this in a place that you don't know, with a guide that you don't know, in something that is pretty intense, it's like Jordan and I were just talking about this before we started recording. We could definitely tell there's a couple moments where the guide in his head was probably being like, dude, these guys are idiots.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
we owned it.
And we just learned from it and moved on. But yeah, it's doing things that are hard mentally, physically, because ultimately those things will also challenge you spiritually, emotionally, and overall, you're just overall well-being and doing things that are going to make you better. You don't have to be a hunter to make you better, but maybe it's something as simple as building community within your own relationships that is uncomfortable for you. Going out to dinner, inviting people over, going and saying hi to somebody that you don't know. It's like those little things, all these little things that we talk about are can apply to so many different things. It's not about, again, fasting or hunting or jiu-jitsu or business. It's just the goal is to try to share our stories and experiences, the guest stories and experiences, to help the listeners, gain something from it. And maybe you as a listener can help us gain something from a comment or a message. And that's what it's all about. It's just learning, it's growing, it's adapting, it's becoming better than we were yesterday.
Yeah. Feel free to leave us comments, leave us topics that you might want us to cover, things you might want to talk about. We're really active with our Instagram as far as answering messages. I've had a lot of people message us lately and asking us questions, or just kind of relating how, thank you for, doing this. Being a dad is difficult, and then, being able to let some of that steam out and, talk about what they're struggling with at the time. And it's been super rewarding and awesome to be able to be there in those moments. So
Yeah, that's been cool.
Feel free to reach out to us.
The cool thing about that too is Jordan and I don't view the things that we say or do as, oh my gosh, we're like these awesome dudes and this is how you're supposed to do it. Like, we're genuinely just sharing like our experiences, and
as we're figuring it out.
Yeah, and if it can help somebody, like, dude, that's so rad.
Yeah.
That's such a reward in itself. And we're learning from some of these messages. Like, we've gotten some messages that were pretty heavy in a sense of, someone's personal life. And the fact that someone is willing to trust us with some advice in those aspects of life, we don't take shortly. We don't take lightly.
No.
And hopefully, again, it's not because we have the best advice. It's just sharing what we're going through in the stage of life we're going through it.
Yeah, if I don't answer right away, it's usually because I'm reading through your question multiple times, asking Ben, and actually seeking counsel myself with people that I know about what, if it's a heavier question, about what you're going through.
Or it's because we're hunting.
Or it's because we're hunting.
I'm just kidding.
But, it's not something we take lightly. But
shout out to our host here. We're going to tag them if you're interested in it. They do all levels of experience, no experience, advanced. They're really big and known for wild boar hunts here, but they got lodging here. Super hospitable.
Very nice lodging.
Family
too.
Run and owned and operated.
Great people.
But we'll tag them again, and we cannot, speak highly enough of this experience so far.
Frontera Hunting.
Yeah, so Frontera Hunting.
We'll tag them because it's like Frontera_hunting or something like that. So
Corey was the guide for us. Shout out to Corey. Thanks for putting up with us. If you ever
man.
listen to this,
That's it.
Oh, also, we're getting to use our really cool wireless Rode mics for this. So thank you.
Shout out to Rode. Thank you so much.
That was awesome. What else?
I think that's
Our boys at Melin.
Our boys at Melin.
Thanks for the hat. I wore it all freaking hunt long. I told you I would.
And I think that's it.
Yeah. All right, brother. Let's go get something tonight.
Be a good dude. Be a good dad. Have a good day.